All right, Mathieu, thank you so much for taking the time sitting down with us. It's a great space that you have here. I think I'm going to start with asking you the most asked question at Watches and Wonders. What watch are you wearing today?
So I'm wearing the Diver Air. Diver Air is a watch that we started to work on 5 years ago. And we are unveiling the results of that work today. And it happens to be also the lightest mechanical dive watch ever made.
Wow, that's very, very interesting. Is that also your new favorite watch, or is there also a close second?
You know, we've been developing and spending a lot of time on the Freak over the years because it's the icon of Ulysse Nardin. And UN is contemporary, but there is also a really sporty element, in the brand. And when you work on such a project, we don't know if we're gonna succeed, and if we do, we don't know when. So when we were talking about lightness, we wanted to reach 50 grams. When we talk about robustness, we wanted to combine a dive watch, so 200 meters was the minimum. And we wanted also to have a very high shock resistance. And we set the bar at 5,000 Gs. That's about basically 5 times the weight of the watch in terms of acceleration. That's a lot of pressure, a lot of shock to absorb for a product. So that was the ambition, but at some point we were stuck at 55 grams, right? We could do 55, 200 meters and 5,000 Gs, but we were stuck at 55. So we managed to remove a bit of materials on the movement to finally be able, to do it. And we were ready a few months ago. And that's why we said, okay, Watches and Wonder is a good platform to unveil that product.
It's really crazy. I mean, we just tried it out outside with the boxing. I think I hit 50 G was my max. So
yes.
It's crazy to think what this watch can do.
Yes, it can basically absorb 100 times
That's insane.
what you did put into it.
Wow. So maybe staying with the product, also last year we launched a watch together, the Diver Net in our Wempe signature collection. What do you think made that watch so successful?
I think for me, Diver Net is at the same time the future and the present of the Dive collection, which is a sport collection of Ulysse Nardin. You have some similarities between the Diver Net, the Wempe Signature Edition, and the Diver Air. So we've used some titanium, we've used some carbon fiber also coming from the fastest selling boat on the planet, the IMOCA. And we are also using the Nylofoil, so that black material that you have on the side. Which is a combination of carbonium and also ocean netting, coming from the sea, because we have a commitment to help cleaning the oceans, and therefore using those elements to make a superior product in the end. I think it's a good way also to raise awareness on that point.
It was a great event when we launched the watch. And I think Ulysse Nardin is very known for its disruptive events in general. What can we expect from you this year?
Hopefully this week we are bringing a new proposition, to Watches and Wonder. We are between two beautiful brands, Cartier and Vacheron Constantin. Yet I believe our proposition is very different. At the same time, it's very consistent with what we want to express. Diver Air is a pioneering high horology sport watch. So when you are on the booth, it feels high-tech, it feels modern, it feels, technical, it feels high-end too. We spend a lot of time on the materials that we are using. We want to keep elevating the brand positioning. We are the only brand having a dedicated, very central part in the booth dedicated to content creation. So that shows also the commitment of the brand to, push forward content and making it a central part of our strategy. You'll see now in half an hour we'll have the first DJ playing on the booth. I'm sure we are the only brand having a DJ every day. That's a matter also of creating a sense of community. And then for the rest of the year, you're going to be surprised in terms of what content we can be creating. Something which will be about telling the stories behind the watches. And when we do activations, when we do partnerships, we want to have something very authentic. So I'm going to try to be even better in the way we tell stories.
Okay. And you just talked about the booth. We can see a little bit of it here in our little podcast studio that you have. Who is usually involved in creating the booth? Because it's very different from last year.
The people that are making the booth, the architect and the agencies, they are exactly the same one that are doing, I believe, Chanel, but also Piaget and Vacheron Constantin. But you see that it has nothing to do with what Vacheron, for instance, is proposing. The reason why, okay, I'm giving you an anecdote. Beginning of November, I looked at, what the team had done in terms of proposition for the booth. It was not bad, it was good. But I knew we could do better, and I knew we could have a clearer message on what we wanted to convey about the brand, about the diver collection, and about the product. So we literally started from zero, mid-November. The risk we took of not being able to deliver Watches and Wonder on time, 95% risk, but we did it anyway. So all of that has been a challenge, but we are very happy with the results. So again, it's a matter of rocking with the right people, but really telling them what you want to get from them, and adding a bit of a challenge.
Starting new in November, that's crazy. That's 5 months ago. Wow, impressive. And what do you think will surprise you the most this year at Watches and Wonders, from new technologies or design? Is there something you're looking forward to in the brand?
Can I be a bit selfish?
Yes, of course.
I think I don't care.
Okay, fair.
Because this is where I am from 7 in the morning until 8 p.m. So what matters to me is to engage with the people that are coming. What the others are doing, I'm gonna check my IG, my iPhone to see what's going on, but only that.
Okay, that's fair. You're spending a lot of time here. It's a great booth. Totally fair. And I think it's great that you have this idea of making it even more accessible to more people by showing it to your people on Instagram, how everything is looking. I think that's really nice. How do you see Ulysse Nardin's role in changing the way that luxury is perceived in this way for the new watch collectors?
I think it's an excellent question, because that's my number one challenge. Our mission is to advance the watchmaking industry, to keep really pushing the boundaries, but this is not new. I show you the quote earlier today: if it's possible, it's done. If it's impossible, it will be done. This is not Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos saying that today. It's Paul David Nardin, a watchmaker, the son of Ulysse Nardin, 150 years ago. The joint mission that we have as watchmakers, but also a retailer, is to fuel the passion for watchmaking for the future generation of consumer. Authenticity, anecdote, behind the scene, unpolished content. If you want your content to be engaging and to be, I would say, suited for social media, there is a type of content that we need to create, which is not highly polished luxury. And I think the role of UN is to show also a way in terms of how we do things in social media to inspire other brands to do the same, and grow the passion for watchmaking into the teenagers of today.
Where do you see Ulysse Nardin in 10 years?
I think in 10 years from now, I want people to say that UN has been the most inspiring watch brand of the decade. Inspiring in a way I don't know, maybe in a couple of years you'll have other brands having a studio dedicated to content creation. I want to be a first luxury watch for maybe today a young adult of 18 years old that is learning about watches. I want him to be, or her, saving up a few years to buy a Marine Torpilleur, at 10,000 euro, for instance. I want really to inspire the industry and inspire the future generations of consumers. This is what I want.
That sounds amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chiara.